Excellent. All right, Brandy, please introduce our first Trailblazer talker for this morning.
Absolutely. So we are here. Welcome, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. If you would just take a couple of seconds, if you have access to your social media, and just share that we are live everywhere. We're on Facebook and on YouTube. I know that we have a bunch of channels happening, that this is the time that you get to invite people into the inner circle of the future of NFTs with the AI showbiz. So make that an effort throughout the day. If you're joining us all day long, we will be here. That's right, all the way up until 8:30, where we will have our final words of where we see all this headed. So with that being said, I'd like to introduce Artur Sychov. He is coming in today with a powerful presentation, which is aligned with the future. And of course, well, we're talking about the future now, aren't we? The future of immersive metaverse. His talk is made live in virtual reality in a space based on blockchain. As we know, blockchain is huge, and what is happening is extended value for all of us. Showcasing the NFT live to the audience, here we are, Artur Sychov.
Hello, everyone. Do you hear me well?
Yes, we hear you.
Hello. All right. I hope you see me now as well. Welcome. Good morning, everyone. I hope you're doing great today. And as Brandy said, thank you for introduction. I'm coming to live from Somnium Space, from a virtual reality world where economy and ownership is based on the blockchain. So what does it mean? Why blockchain? What is VR? Why is it important? And why we're doing it already for many, many years? I'll try to explain you this within those 15 minutes. And hopefully you'll follow me in the journey. Hopefully you see me all right. In case you see any small lag, that is maybe coming from the Zoom. Otherwise, of course, here in virtual reality world, it's all smooth and without any lags, of course. So VR, NFTs, blockchain, what the hell? Why are we doing it? What is all that means, and how do we actually access that? It is very easy, and let's take it step by step. So what Somnium Space is? Somnium Space is a persistent virtual reality world where users exist together in one huge world landscape, and they create, they socialize, they transact, they buy and sell, and they do it on the blockchain. So first of all, why virtual reality? Why not any other 2D experience, what we're used to? At Somnium, we believe that VR will have a huge impact on the future of humanity, of how people socialize, how people do business, how they create, how do they spend their leisure time, and many, many, many more aspects. Why? Because that technology is very profound and very immersive. It makes you believe, your brain believes that you are here at this moment. Right now, I'm not in the office, I'm in this world is around me, and I can express myself with the full body tracking as if I would do in the real life. This is hugely important. We call this environment a highly immersive environment. And that plays a huge role for how people perceive that, how people get attached to the experience, and how they communicate with each other. Now, if you get attached to something, this, for example, is an NFT blockchain avatar. This avatar is represented by a blockchain token. This avatar, this token, is in my wallet. This wallet has nothing to do with Somnium Space. I own this token, and I have a full freedom to buy, sell, transact, give it away to someone without asking a permission of Somnium Space. And that's a very powerful thing, which was not able and not happening until then in virtual worlds. I've been in virtual worlds myself since 1999. I started in Ultima Online, which was an amazing experience at that time, and still is. Then I moved on to Second Life, and all of those worlds had their own beauty, but also they had some sort of centralization struggle. where at some point of time, company was so big and they had to do so many centralized decisions that the users became they became hostages of the economy. And when I thought about Somnium Space and we designed the world, we thought, okay, what do we need to do for Somnium for a future virtual reality world that we want to exist for the next 50, 100 years, maybe more? One of the first things we knew we have to do is to try and decentralize economy and give the power of ownership to the users. And that's what we've done. And that's where blockchain comes in. Blockchain is not any hype word for us. And NFTs, we've been working on NFTs since 2018 or even a little bit earlier when nobody knew what it is. Because we knew that this is a cornerstone thing for the future of economy. When we nail down the ownership, when we allow people to truly own and transact, that's where the economy will live its own life for many, many years to come. Now, VR, again, when you talk to me right now, if you would be standing next to me, of course, VR has a spatial audio, a real-time procedurally generated random weather, real-time lighting. If you see my hand, if I turn around my hand, it reflects the sunlight, which is above us. The sunlight is there and it reflects on my skin. Every signal like that, when you talk to someone in virtual reality, sends a signal to your brain telling you this, what you see, dear human, is real. And that's why you believe, your eyes believe what is happening here. When people talk about, books like Snow Crash or Ready Player One or the movie Ready Player One, they generally think it's 25, 30 years away. It's a sci-fi. The truth is, it's not. Today, I can do everything or 90% of what was described in Ready Player One movie on a daily basis inside Somnium Space. We're doing it every day. Things like jumping into the NFT car and driving to next gallery to meet the friends, or joining the live VR concert where the singer sells NFT tickets, or joining the disco night where the DJ is playing live from Los Angeles to the crowd into the land parcel of people, and people have fun all together, being from every possible country you can imagine. All of that is happening today. Millions of dollars are being transacted inside our world. And that's just the beginning. So with that, I would gladly show you how would one, and of course you can fly, which in real life you would not be able to do, which is fun, and fun is an important aspect. So let me try to show you the gallery. So now we're walking to the gallery where we will interact with NFTs. And as you can see, the content is procedurally loaded while we're coming closer. That content is located on the NFT parcels. Every parcel, every building you see around us is represented and is built by users on their blockchain-based parcels. Now, they own those parcels, they're in control of those parcels, and they build and they import NFTs inside those parcels to showcase, transact, and just let them exist inside the world. So now we're coming closer to my gallery. This is my gallery, which is called Genesis VR Gallery. And I'll show you how to interact. So one of the examples here, right away, this sculpture, this statue is an NFT. This is done by a creator, an artist, which is a South African artist called Tato Tatai. And he built those kind of amazing shapes. And I've seen those shapes and I've seen those sculptures he created. And I'm lucky to own very first 3D piece, which is right here. And he built it for me to place it in the entrance of my NFT gallery. And that's where it is. And I'm very happy and proud of that. So if we go inside, I can show you the classical example of why the future of NFTs is about the use case. It's about immersiveness, because when you buy a natively digital art, it's of course beautiful that you own the token, and it's very, very important that you that you have that and you can watch it on or admire it on your computer screen, but that's not the ideal use case. Of course, what you want to do is you want to have it like this in a full size with the real-time lighting and admire it and show it to your friends, invite people, have a gallery opening and just discuss this art piece in the native environment, how it's supposed to be. So how do I know that it is blockchain token? Very simple. I click on it and it shows me the information. And I can go and I can look at the information. I can say, oh, okay, this piece by very great artist, Da Vinci, I bought for 0.1 ETH, which at current price is around about $350. And if we want to learn more about that piece, I can show you how we can go easily. Let me switch the stream here. By the way, here you see the tablet, the virtual tablet, not physical, the virtual tablet I'm using to talk to you and to interact with you right now. But if we want to learn more, we can just click open browser and it will load us a set of information directly from the blockchain. In this case, from OpenSea, one of the biggest or the biggest marketplace of NFTs in the world. And we can scroll down, we can see the art itself, of course. We can see that it's owned by me. We can see the price history. But most importantly, we can go down and we can see the chain info. And we click here and we see that it's built on Ethereum. We can click on the contract details and we can see on the Etherscan that it's an original, official, non-origin asset. So you know that this is an original blockchain token, you know the number of the token, you know this token is from the creator. Now, if I would want to buy it, I can click make an offer and I can use any kind of wallet to log in myself and make an offer and buy it directly from virtual reality. I don't need it. I don't even need to leave this place. Now, another aspect, as I said, the ultimate art and the most advanced art on the NFTs today are NFT avatars. So this is a full body avatar, which I'm wearing right now. It supports finger tracking, eye tracking, lip tracking, full body tracking. I can do all the movements which are tracked in real time, one to one. This equipment is the consumer grade equipment. I use 3 trackers, one tracker here, one tracker here, and one tracker here. They cost $400. I wear a headset for $700 and I use a computer for $1,500. So for $2,000 or $2,500, you can do tomorrow same thing as I'm doing today without any hassle and installation problems. Now, blockchain avatars. This is how they are being traded. Those are NFTs. And you can have a look. The system scans my wallet and searches for the blockchain token. And I can load the token I own. This is my recent addition in my collection. So this is the robot. And you can see that even if I move it, the antenna is moving. And I can have a look at the token and I can click use avatar and I'll become this robot. So I can click through different tokens I own. But we go even further. We say, okay, when you own something, you want to collect that. You want to showcase that to the world. How do you do that? In Somnium, you can do that by showcasing 3D models of your avatars. Now, you probably recognize this because that's me. That's my token. Again, I can click on it and I can interact with this token and it shows you the price. So at today's prices, it will be almost $7,000. It shows you information. And again, we can learn more information about that. Now, why I'm showing this? The reason why I'm showing this is because the future of communication, of consumption, of NFTs and blockchain is experiential. You have to, we as humans, we are created to experience things in spatial environments. We are not created to stare at a 2D screen of our phones, even though majority of people thinks that's the holy grail of everything. That's not. This is the intermediate step between us going full AR and VR, where we'll be interacting in spatial environment as our brain is wired, as we're used to as humans, and we'll be talking to each other. And this will be solving a lot of problems because many people in the world, they are not able to travel, especially today, but even if we forget about the pandemic, that there are many people in the world who cannot travel for various reasons, but they have talent, they have desire, and they want to participate in the global economy. And virtual world like Somnium will allow people from any background, from any physical location to participate in the economy, in the life, in travel, in leisure, in buying and selling things from any device, from any point of the world instantly. And that's the power of virtual reality. And one thing I want to leave today, it's very hard to condense everything into 15 minutes. But I guess one message I want to leave you today with, and I want you to remember, is that when someone tells you that VR is probably the distant future, or blockchain is the useless technology and just a gimmick, tell them that all the experiences you've seen today are consumer ready and are being used by hundreds and thousands of people every day in worlds like Somnium Space, and there's no sci-fi about that. It's just a reality, and that will be the reality of humanity for the next 20, 100, maybe 200 years. So with that, I would like to thank you for inviting me, and hopefully to see you in the metaverse.
That was the coolest presentation I have ever seen. So
thank you very much.
You're welcome. We have questions from the audience, and Miguel has asked if your virtual world is decentralized in terms of governance, like a DAO, or is your decentralized world owned by your company?
That's a good question, and I'm glad that you asked that question. So right off the bat, I can say that there is no company in the world today which is fully decentralized. It's at today's technological point to fully decentralize an experience like that, it's impossible. We are moving toward the full decentralization. We want to become a fully decentralized company, but it's a moving process. We have to get there. So as I mentioned, the first step for us was to decentralize the economy, to give the ownership of these items back to people, to you. You control your items. You own them, you decide what you do with them. And even if Somnium bans you from entering the space, you can go and sell and buy and have the market price settled for your item. The next step would be to decentralize servers. And that is much tougher and challenging task to do. It will become possible within the next 5 years, but today, all of the companies are either fully centralized or semi-decentralized. So our company right now is semi-decentralized. We strive to become a decentralized company, but it's a process which will take us several years.
30 seconds.
Wonderful. I have a question for you about, so I'm looking at your studio, at your gallery. It is absolutely amazing. How do you add things? Is it like Minecraft? I mean, my child is very into Minecraft, so I've watched him build things. But what is the process of building, and how would I buy in so I could build a gallery?
It's super easy. It's even easier than Minecraft. So we've developed our own visual builder, as we call it, which is the tool which is very easy to use for anyone. If you played Sims, for example, where you drag and drop things into the land, that's exactly how you do. You drag the image of the NFT, you drop it in, and it drops the NFT. You save it, upload, and instantly it's available for everyone to use. But that tool can be very easy. And my kids, 8 and 5, they build in that tool all the time. But also those who know the architectural software, they can dive deep in this software, in this builder, and they can do some amazing things. So it's a tool which is very easy to use for beginners, but it's also quite advanced for those who know how to use that.
So basically what you're saying is, if I was an architect, I could actually design buildings and sell buildings as NFTs, and then you can have NFT artwork live in your NFTs?
Correct. And that's what many people do here as well. Apart from selling avatars, they also build for other users on their land parcels. And some people do a full-time living out of that today. And this is just a beginning. We have people who are earning full-time living from making avatars, from making buildings, from designing different parts of it, because one of the amazing parts of this experience is this is the 2D representation of the 360-degree art. That's what you see on your screen in PC. But again, we're not in PC, we're in VR. I can actually literally enter my 360 art and be inside the NFT art. And that's one of the most amazing experiences I have in VR. And I love 360-degree art, and I collect 360-degree art. So the boundaries are, the potential is limitless. Your imagination is your limitation.
Wow. Okay, so for kids who are really good at this stuff, like you said, you had an 8 and 5, mine's almost 18, and this seems like something that he could pretty easily do. Nathan asks, what software is used for builders?
So depending what you build, but mainly we have Unity SDK, which allows you to take your 3D models and your 3D avatars and turn them into full body VR avatars. And then once you upload them into Somnium Space, you can tokenize them directly from our client and let them be on the blockchain and use them as the NFTs and sell them to other people.
Is it an Ethereum-based blockchain?
Correct, but as the platform, at the moment, this is Ethereum, but as the platform, we are going to open and let many blockchain networks coexist together in one place. So this NFT, which you've seen, is on Ethereum, but within several months, there will be next to it, that image could be on Near Protocol or on Flow or on any other chain which will support non-fungible tokens. Because we're a platform, we'll allow people to transact seamlessly between different chains, different ecosystems inside our world.
This is so
wonderful. Rob?
I wanted to jump in and just thank Artur so much and introduce beautiful and wonderful Adrian Ashley, who is our Q&A liaison today. What an awesome job. Let's give a big round of applause, everyone, for our kickoff speaker. Artur, thank you so much for that. And we'll see you soon. If you want to go ahead and stop the screen share so we can keep.
Thank you very much.
Artur, good luck with everything. And
see you, everybody. Thank you. Goodbye.
Bye. I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording. And